Listen.
Okay, great. Well, hey, everybody. Here's the thing. I don't know any of you really, but there actually are two things I do know about you. One is that you all own computers and that you use them for something very important, which is your schoolwork. So imagine one day logging onto your machine and the next thing you see is a ransom note popping up on your desktop informing you that you have 96 hours to pay a ransom to some hacker over the internet using Bitcoins. Otherwise, your files are now irretrievably locked. Something like this right here, you'd see it's actually warning you that you have, again, just hours to respond. Otherwise, everything on your computer that was of value to you is lost. Now, the fact is, this is called ransomware. It's the #1 cybersecurity threat of 2016. People have paid, in just the first 3 months of this year alone, in excess of $200 million to get their files back after they had been compromised in this way. So, the fact is anybody can be a victim of this. So I'm going to run through today real briefly how this can happen to you and what your best defense against it is. So #1 vector by which you might become a victim is through email. As we all know, email attachments, Word documents, PDF documents can very easily be infected. Also, links that appear within an email. Sometimes it may overtly say something, but if you hover your mouse over it, you'll see that it's actually going to take you somewhere totally else. Big concern. But even worse is legitimate websites are now not safe. It was shown or reported back in March of this year. The Guardian newspaper reported that major websites had been hacked. NewYorkTimes.com, NFL, BBC, where the ad network had gotten compromised. It's actually happened so frequently it's been given a name. It's called malvertising, where as you're browsing, you have those links down the side of the page that have little videos and whatnot. That network got compromised and ransomware is being dropped on people's machines and they didn't know it until they got a ransom note, basically. So what can you do to protect yourself? Well, obviously we know it's vitally important to have antivirus software just generally and making sure it's up to date. Unfortunately, that may not be enough. Also, making sure that your operating system has been patched or updated as updates come out. And also things that run in your browser like Adobe products like Shockwave and Flash, JavaScript. It's very important to update these, but even that's not going to necessarily save you. There's only one real 100% safe method, and that is to get yourself one of these. It's just a little USB hard drive, and what you want to do is an offline backup. Now, these devices are about maybe $100. You can get them Amazon, Best Buy. The cost of the average ransom is somewhere around $500. So it's well worth the investment to have something like this. They generally come with their own backup software. You can plug it in, run it, and basically disconnect it from your computer, put it on a shelf, put it in a drawer, somewhere where it's going to be offline. That's the important part. So if you should get compromised, you will have a safe repository for all your files. So I've alerted you today about the things that can possibly happen to you. Ransomware, again, is a rampant problem in this year especially. It was reported recently by the LA Times that the FBI has not even arrested one person in regard to this crime. And it just keeps getting worse. So I highly recommend, again, you make sure all your software is updated, but get yourself one of these drives. It may end up saving all of your data and your own peace of mind. So don't be a victim. As the old saying goes, forewarned is forearmed.